Future students of ancient and medieval history, History 101. Professor Eric Martin here at Lewis Clark State College. I got some updates about what's going on from the last time I spoke with you. The fall term officially begins next week. Pretty excited. Hope you are too. But it's time to come up with a little bit of a firmer plan concerning how we're going to approach your historical education this semester. Now, this plan is only slightly firmer, but it's firmer for the first couple of weeks anyway. In the long term, what I'm thinking is that a good live remote course is probably going to be the best way to learn history this semester, because Zoom technology allows us to all be in the same learning space at the same time while keeping our physical distance from each other. And live remote also allows me to focus more on teaching you history, because I'll have less technology to manage during an actual class session. However, I also understand that some of you, for a variety of good reasons, are not comfortable with the idea of a Zoom class or online classes in general. And I need to develop a little bit of experience with this new emergency classroom technology anyway. So, I would like to lay some groundwork the first 3-4 weeks of class for a positive and rich live remote classroom experience. So we're going to have some days where it's live remote, and then we're going to have some days where half the class comes to the physical classroom so we can connect in person and discuss the matter. I want to see how the first 3 or 4 weeks of class go before I plan our classroom format any further into the future. But I want to assure you that I am consciously designing this in such a way to provide you with the most interactive history learning experience possible. And I am fully cognizant that some of you will only embrace live remote classrooms once it has been demonstrated to be more interactive of the two format options we have this semester. So, we will start with a mix of the two formats, leaning towards live remote, and then we're going to reevaluate. So, I propose the following. The first 2 weeks of school, Tuesdays are going to be live remote days. Everybody will be on Zoom on Tuesdays. And Thursdays, half the class will come to the physical classroom while the other half joins through Zoom. And I'll tell you what your groups are later. Week 3, we're going to do it 100% live remote. And then week 4 and beyond will all depend on what happens the first 3 weeks. I want to assure everyone that may have had a negative experience with the switch to online courses in the spring of 2020. We are not going to do that in this class. Your live remote course experience of fall 2020 in History 101 is not going to consist of discussion board postings and limited interactions with your professor and your peers. This class is going to be fun. And frankly, the issue that my students had last semester is we had to make that switch immediately, and some of them didn't have the technology to be able to do it. And there's a few of them in this class, so you can ask around. The students who had decent internet connections, class went on almost as usual, right? That's the way I wanted to keep it. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep my class as normal as I can. And for me, this is more normal than what I'm envisioning. But I want to see, and I want us to talk to each other. A few things you could do under the circumstance to improve your experience in the course. Come to campus for our class sessions, even if you are online that day or if the whole class is online that day. The internet on campus might be faster than you have at your house, and you might feel more like a student. And besides, human beings need discipline. Showing up somewhere on time regularly, that builds discipline. I mean, you guys get up, get dressed, come on down, find you a spot. That's sort of our new reality right now. So you guys need to start adjusting too. If you do not have a computer, it's time for you to start scouting your options this week. Okay, you want to do that before the first day of class. The library and the sub have laptops to check out. I don't know what kind of pressure there is right now on those. But you may need to use a computer in the computer lab or in the library. But just make sure if you're in that position, you kind of have an idea about what your options are the first day of class. You probably want to invest in a headset and a microphone. Earbuds typically do the trick. Good enough. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But if the course is going to be interactive, you got to be able to speak. You got to have a microphone. All right. And I had some students last semester who tried, they had a camera on their computer and they were using their phones for a microphone. It seemed all very complicated. Try to avoid that if you can. Same thing for a camera. If your computer doesn't have one built in, get you one. And if money is a serious issue, talk to me. I bet I got one laying around here someplace. I bet the school's got some laying around here. A camera helps make the experience much more interesting for everybody when we can just see everybody's faces, especially since we're in the classroom, we're going to be all wearing masks. So it'd be cool to be able to see people's faces. So please get a camera. Please use it. Our Canvas space, so Canvas is the LMS, what's that? The learning management system. All right, Canvas is the learning management system that LC's switched over to this semester. The Canvas space for this class opens up Friday, October 21st, so you can actually go into the Canvas space and start looking at things. I'm still going to be working on this class right up until the very last minute and beyond. That's just the way it is. However, the syllabus is done, and that's going to be the main item of interest to you. So you can go check that out. And I have done everything I could to not change my syllabus, not change my assignments, not change the topics, the readings, because of the format changes. I'm trying to leave the class itself intact. And what I want to do is leave the way I teach the class intact as much as I can. So get into Canvas, take a look around. What you'll mostly be learning in Canvas is we're just going to have to make some adjustments as we go. We'll see how it goes. Just take a look. There will be an announcement from me in the announcement section of Canvas giving you more details concerning the procedure about what we're going to do on the first day of class and what we're going to do on the second day of class. Y'all don't pay any attention to those chimes, huh? I need a couple more days to think about that, but they should be there by the time you go in there. If you are unable to log into Canvas, it's supposed to be ready on Friday. Maybe give it till Monday. I don't know. Maybe on Friday you need to do something about it. If you're unable to log on to Canvas, I can't help you with that. I don't have that kind of power. you're going to need to contact the Canvas people and work that out. That's it. Otherwise, feel free to give me an email if you got questions, you got concerns. We set up a virtual meeting. Otherwise, I'll see you on our Canvas website sometime between Friday and Monday. I'm still kind of getting things set up. My typical modus operandi is that sometime on Friday, maybe Saturday, before school starts, I send out an email that says this is your first assignment, and the first assignment is go to the website, find the syllabus, print off the syllabus, bring it to class. The assignment's just going to be make sure you know where the syllabus is and maybe take a look at it. That's it. Have a great weekend, have a great week, and I'll see you in a few days.